welcome to week 5. We are going to do things a little bit differently this week. It's going to be pretty exciting. For the discussion, we're going to make questionnaires for each other. This is our chance to really get to know each other as classmates and also as audience members, because we're speaking to each other. As you can see in the syllabus and in this week's text, we are going to learn everything that we can about our audience. Now, there are different audiences for different speeches. Not every person wants to go to every single speech. We have things that we're interested in learning more about, but we also have audiences that we want to reach. If we're talking about our latest recipe, we want to have an audience who are interested in cooking. If we're interested in talking about our love of animals and pets, we want to make sure that we're speaking to other animal lovers or attracting other animal lovers or attracting people who could love animals. We want to be able to think about what our speech is about and who might be interested in it. So part of what we're doing for the discussion is figuring out who our target audience is. Who are we speaking to? Who do we want to speak to? And then secondarily, finding out their values, what interests them, and if they might, how to find out what's on their heart and in their mind and concerning them, so that when we prepare our speech, we are giving them exactly what they've asked for. So this discussion is going to be super special. It's going to be 9 different questions of 3 types each. So 3 types of questions are going to be scale, like from a scale of 1 to 5 or 1 to 10. How do you feel about? So we'll have 3 questions where you ask somebody on a scale of some kind of scale that you've created, how do they feel about something, or you're going to ask them a specific question about your topic. Secondarily, we will have fixed alternative questions. And what that means is a yes-no question, or I'm not sure. So yes, no, I don't know, or chocolate, vanilla, strawberry, whatever the question is, should have a very limited amount of choices that your audience can choose from. And you'll have 3 of those. And of course, because fixed alternative questions only give you so much information and scale only gives you so much information, it's very critical to have 3 questions that are open-ended, where your target audience, your questionnaire taker, will give a little bit of insight about their lives and have freedom to speak and share what they know or what they would like to know more about. And those questionnaires are going to help you formulate your next speech. And so you're going to know who your audience is, you're going to know what they want, you're going to know what their concerns are, what's on their mind, and it's going to really help you create a fantastic speech that will reach their hearts and help change their minds and maybe help them learn more. So it's extremely important that you respond to as many of your classmates as you can in the discussion. For a questionnaire to work, you need to have quite a few answers. 1 or 2 is not going to be a question. It doesn't have enough of a sample audience for you to be able to get proper answers. So if possible, answer as many questionnaires as you can, unless it's for a specific age group or for somebody who's only for business students and you're not a business student or something like that. Make sure that you respond to as many as you can. I will be as well. If you have posted a discussion and there aren't enough people in our class that fit your target audience, you may want to consider a different topic. I mean, we are in this class together as a group, so ideally you want to have a topic that is for one another, so that when we're giving speeches, we are helping one another and learning from each other. Now, let's move on to the ALA of this week. It's going to be kind of fun as well, a little bit different. We are going to be analyzing all the information that we got from our questionnaires. So we're going to look at them and see what we're learning. We have an idea of what we want to talk about and who our audience is and what their concerns are. But now that they've responded, we know for sure what their concerns are, what their history is, what they're looking for, and how is this impacting you and what you want to speak about. So it's kind of like you get a chance to prep in advance to meet the needs of your audience. And it's really helpful to have this type of questionnaire beforehand. And many speakers do this. Whenever I'm speaking, I always like to go to an organization's website and look at what really matters to them. I look at their motto, I look at the projects they've been working on, I look at who's in charge and what kind of background they have, and I can get an idea of what morals and values that they hold, what vision they have for the future, and what's important to them, and make sure that whatever I'm speaking on absolutely meets their needs and their interests at this time. Especially, I want to be current. I don't want to be talking about projects that happened 2 years ago. I want to be thinking about how my words can impact, influence, or improve what they're going to be working on in the future. You're going to have this gift by having your questionnaire answers. You'll be able to see what matters to your fellow classmate, what matters to your audience members, and change your speech a little bit to make sure that you are respecting them and their concerns and their needs. And so it's really, this week is going to be such a gift, and it's actually going to be a little bit of a break from outlining. It's more a matter of finding out about people, finding out about what matters to you, finding out what matters to your audience, and bringing those two things together. And so I wish you every best of luck, and you're doing such a great job, and I love how you've been working with your fellow classmates so far. Please keep up this great work. You're going strong, and we only have 2 more weeks after this one, and it's only upwards from here. Let's stay together, let's keep on doing this, and let's have a good time learning more about each other this week. Happy writing.